Hey, it's Chris from The Verge, and I am on the floor of the New York International Auto Show 2016 with my good friend Jason Harper, who also happens to be our columnist. You've been on the floor most of the day today. I've been on the floor for part of the day today. What have you seen that's interesting here?
Well, it's my first beer, I will say, but I feel like it's well-deserved, so cheers. I mean, there's really not a ton here, I have to say. You know, but after Geneva and CES and all these things, we kind of run out of news. So the one nice surprise to me is the sort of Targa Miata. The Mazdas sort of came out of the box surprised. It is gorgeous. It's
really
absolutely beautiful.
Top up or top down, it has the right look.
There's sort of this angles that are just fantastic. I actually had lunch with the new designer yesterday, and he's talking about using these organic forms, getting away from sort of hard creased edges, which all the car makers are using these hard creased edges because they can do them. But sort of, he's talking about a car as small as the Miata, that it's all the proportions, getting the proportions right, and these smooth angles. And it looks like a throwback. It's this beautiful organic form. I went to the reveal last night, and everybody was like, wow, they just won the auto show. And there is a little bit of that sense.
And it was kind of a surprise, right? No one really saw this coming. They've done hardtop Miatas and convertible hardtops in the past, but not quite like this.
This is cool, man. Like, it's one of those, like, I want moments. You're like, ooh, I could see myself owning something like that, which is always...
You know, it is a little weird to debut a bunch of drop tops in New York because it's New York and we have a real winter here. And there were a bunch of drop tops at LA in November, which makes more sense in LA. But this is kind of a four-season car, right?
It's a four, and dude, summer's coming.
Summer's coming.
I mean, we also just saw, obviously, R8 Spyder, which we knew was coming. That's not as big a surprise. It's not as innovative as sort of what we just got seen by Mazda, but the same idea. That's a cool car. The previous generation was one of my favorite cars. You put the top down, you could hear the engine behind you. So, you know, it does have that little friction of spring coming.
Now, I don't want to blow up Jason's spot, but you did do a ridiculous R8 video recently where you drifted on a beach, if I remember correctly?
We took it on a beach and we tore up a golf course in the old R8, and then we brought the new R8. And actually, in a couple weeks, I will take the new R8 back to Daytona. And play with it and see how fast we can get it, and we'll be doing it for The Verge. So, you know, we'll get a little inside action of how the R8 is on Daytona.
That's what I like to hear. And the R8 Spyder that's here is in this beautiful shade of yellow. Audi is really good at, I think, picking the right colors for all of its up-tuned cars. They have for many years, going back to like the B5 S4 and those bright blues and yellows, and they're doing it again with the R8 Spyder here. What else is there?
There's not a whole lot otherwise, is there? You know? I mean, speaking of the R8, actually, we just saw on stage Stefan Wilkelman, who came from Lamborghini, who's now transitioned over to Audi Sport, and that's interesting that they're sort of sharing some brands there. So Audi's sort of upmarket, really fast cars are going to be influenced by sort of this cross influence of Lamborghini, which I think is kind of cool. So it was his sort of unveiling here, which is kind of neat. You know, your Prius thing.
There's a Prius Prime, which admittedly is a cool name for a car. Prius Prime, that's
very
great,
Transformers.
But, very Transformers, but it's a Prius, and also the Hyundai Ioniq, which is the Prius competitor, is not far behind us. We're also sitting in kind of a cool Nissan booth right now, where we have like 6 generations of Skyline around us, including the actual car that set the lap record at Nürburgring, done up in camouflage for some reason.
Now, one of the old versions to me, somebody was asking me which is the coolest one, and that one actually has the mirrors actually up on the fenders. That's badass. That is that's. Now, the new one, man, it's the new is not new, you know?
It's the old new.
It's the old new. It's the old tired, slightly new. Nissan, man, Nissan's a brand that needs some new energy. Showing us a slightly revised GTR is not that new energy.
Right.
This is a company that needs to spend some money in some things and desperately.
I mean, now, to be fair, like, for what you get, you're still getting a 0 to 60 in 2.7 second, effectively supercar for $100,000 or $110,000, whatever it is. So it's a budget supercar, I guess. But yeah, it's a, you know, it debuted in 2007, and it's 2016 now. So
it's 2016. Give us something new. Come on, boys. Come on, give us something new.
Let's do it. You have homework, Nissan.
Where have you been lately? Show up.
All right, well, Jason, thank you. And we're going to have some really cool stuff from him coming up in the next few weeks.
We're going to have fun, I promise. There will be lots of fun to be had.
Lots of fun. And, of course, we're going to have more from the floor of the New York International Auto Show 2016 on theverge.com/transportation and on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in.